All right, what I want to do is this. I'm going to go down the list and let's find out who you are, where you're from, and what your business looks like. And then I'm going to ask you some questions. And then I'll let them do things. That's it. So who's got one? Start with you.
Hello, my name is Chris Rice from Atlanta, Georgia. I currently live in Dallas, Texas. I started June 1st with my brother Steve after a 35-year career at UPS, where I was a compliance director.
I guess I've already asked him. I bet you know some drivers that can go find this.
I did, and I have, I'm glad to be here. I've got 7 properties, and our business model is working well.
Since June.
Since June.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me what's going on in your business. Lynette, pull that chair. You put him down here if you need to.
I think he's okay here.
Okay, put him out there.
Joe, you want to go?
I'm sorry, Ron, yes,
So
sir.
you got 2 partners in 2 other cities.
I do. It's 3 partners, 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
Well, Brother Ron's the 3rd. I'm in Dallas. Steve's in Gainesville, Florida, and David's in Columbus, Georgia.
All right. And they're all doing the business.
We're all doing the business.
All simultaneously.
That is correct.
Okay. And you're generating leads nationally, just in these 3 cities.
Just regionally, we have all picked 2 zip codes that we zeroed in on, so we're managing 6 zip codes, 2 each. We don't go outside of those unless there's something that comes from Christine that we set aside as a group or manage.
All right. And you're done with UPS, so this is your full time, right?
I was full-time for 35 years, and I retired at 55. I'm not done with them because they paid me each month, so thank God for that.
What do you mean? You're either retired or you're not?
Well,
you get a pension.
I get a pension, but I'm still in the stock ownership program.
All right, okay. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and pass the mic and go on down and get everybody introduced to your program.
As I'm Philip Ward, I'm from Houston, Texas, and went to my first LeGrand seminar in 2004. Started buying and selling houses in 2001, so 15 years.
Wow, been around a while, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, keep the mic up close now.
Good.
Okay, what's your business look like?
Well, right now I run another business as well. I have a sign company. We do signs and banners, promotional products, and ad specialties. So I have a partner, Raul, who's in the back of the room, and he pretty much does most of the work in the business. I can kind of close.
Too low.
So I have a partner who is in the room right now, Raul,
Okay.
and he does most of the legwork for me. And I'm just kind of the closer. Once he has a good tenant buyer lead, he brings them in and I close them, as well as with sellers.
Okay. How many deals would you say you're doing a year right now?
We're doing 2 or 3 a month on average. We've
2 or 3 a
got
month?
2 rehabs going right now. We're actually a couple of yo-yo properties that we just got back from tenant evictions. And
Well, you better explain what a yo-yo property is.
well, a yo-yo is when you put a tenant buyer in and 2 or 3 years later they move out of the house and
You get it
quit
back.
paying rent and we get it back.
So it's a yo-yo.
It's a yo-yo. I book about 1 of those a month.
All right. Okay, and what do you do normally? Do you rehab? Is that your main business, or you do free houses?
Mainly it's subject to,
Pretty
so
houses.
pretty houses.
Take over debt, then do what?
Then sell on lease purchase.
Lease purchase?
Yes.
All right, I heard that works, and that's in Houston.
That's in Houston.
What's your average price range of your house?
150.
150, okay. That's where land is. There, good. All right, I'll pass it down to him, let's catch up here.
I'm Joe Roach. I'm from Archery, Arkansas, which is kind of the northeast corner near Memphis. I came to the first quick start in March in Nashville
This year?
this year. Now, I've owned real estate for 16 years, but it was always my home. But
Yes.
I just bought it to accumulate. And I bought a lot in 2009 after the stock market crashed. A lot of properties were on the market, so I left out. Started making money that way.
Okay.
But just recently I decided that I needed to change how I was doing things because I was spending cash for these things, burying all my money in these properties.
Uh-huh.
So, we heard about you, came to your quick start, liked what we heard. I later bought the Wolf's system, what the same do. And I hired an acquisitionist, I thought. Turned out that she's great with technology and is scared to go out and talk to somebody about selling her house. So I kept her as a secretary.
Kind of like our VAs, huh?
Yeah, right. So anyway, since then we've done a couple of flips. They ended up getting wholesales. I intended to rehab one, but somebody talked me out of selling it to them for $26,000 profit last week. So I didn't have a choice, I had to let her have it. So we're still working on and marketing toward pretty house deals. We just keep finding these little real cheap houses, like I bought this one last week, closed on it Tuesday for 2,900 square foot house.
Gee.
And in my small town, I live in a town of 2,800 people.
Yeah, because you own it.
Yeah,
I mean, literally.
I mean, literally. But we do have, we work in Memphis, I have some activity in Memphis, and we do some in Jonesboro where I live, where I have a house too. But, what I'm wanting to do more and more is the pretty house business, because you don't have the cash kind of, you actually get paid to acquire them.
Joe, you can buy these $20,000 houses and lease option them as is, and then borrow private money on them, and you don't have cash tied up in it, right?
Yeah, I just haven't got that good at asking for private money yet.
Because you haven't started, have you?
Talked to two people, they're kind of on the fence about it, so.
Oh, two whole people already. Especially in your area, you need small amounts of money. Unlike poor old Tony Pearl, where he lives. Where you got, Tony? See how tall it? Are you back there?
Yeah.
Where he lives, $1 million house is a crack house. Isn't it, Tony? Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, all right, let's go on down here. Go ahead.
I'm Renee Radovich. I live up near Athens, Georgia, but more out in the country. My town is 300 people. 300. One blinking red stoplight. Yeah. So I go out of my area. I mean, I own some. Anyway, I started investing in 2001, and I went to a lot of seminars, and I went to Ron's, and darn, why didn't I listen when he said, don't go to banks? But anyway, so I lived through 2008, 2012, still got just some buy and hold properties. I got 2 of them leased out, others have long-term renters in, and so when I started back again in this December, I thought I'm just going to wholesale and get some cash and just do that for a while. So I've been working at real low-end properties and just wholesaling them. And
What's your average profit?
well, it's only been $2,500, which is not good, but the houses are like $10,000 houses. So, but I need to. I mean, they're easy, but I definitely need to move. That's my goal. Come here to move up in the price range.
So the area around you, how
Yeah.
big of an area around you do you work, the population is what?
If I count, probably 200,000, I go quite a ways.
All right, well, that's certainly big enough.
Yeah.
All right, so you're doing deals, but they're all wholesale deals. Why aren't you rehabbing and retailing?
Just have, well, a lot of the places are just sort of landlord areas because it's low rent, so it didn't really seem like a retail market. And the others is just being shy after being burned, before. I'm just trying to gather up cash and experience. Although I must say that my estimates on rehabbing, just from doing your quick start ugly house tour, I've been right on. And I don't know anything about rehabbing.
How do you know you're not rehabbing?
I talk to the contractors that I sell them to, and we're in the same ballpark. I mean, we're the same.
Okay,
So,
now tell me the truth. Why aren't you rehabbing?
I guess it's I don't have the private money.
Yeah. That's a
So,
little crap.
yeah.
So,
Afraid of the stress.
I'm gonna ask them, why isn't she rehabbing? You all know why. You're afraid.
I'm afraid.
You're afraid. Okay.
I'm afraid.
So what are you afraid of?
Screwing up.
Well, you're already doing that. What else are you afraid of?
I guess afraid that the house will be on the market and not sell, so that I'll lose money, I guess.
Okay, so what's the worst can happen if that's the case?
I lose a little money,
How are you gonna lose money?
pay too much for the house, or,
You already know better than that.
right,
When you're paying 10 grand, I'm not sure how you can pay too much for the house.
right.
So what's the worst case? You buy it and you renovate it and it doesn't sell. Can you always put a tenant buyer in it?
Yeah, I guess you're right, I could.
And if you borrow more than you need to buy it and fix it, you don't have any of your money in it?
No.
And should you structure the payments so that the lease option and rent will more than cover the debt?
Yeah.
So tell me now what you're afraid of.
I guess then it's just asking for the private money.
Okay, you don't seem to have any problem talking here.
No.
Okay, well, are they any more threatening than the people you're gonna ask for money?
No. No, they're not.
All right.
Well, and now that I feel like I've done a few wholesales, I feel like I got my numbers right,
You got
so,
a
which was
track
sort of my
record.
plan,
You
yeah.
got a track record, come on. By the way, you don't ask for private money, you allow them to lend it to you. You give them the opportunity to get a high rate of return safely secured by a piece of property with a first mortgage secured and recorded down in the bank, the court's office. You're not asking, you don't beg, you don't plead, you give them the opportunity.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, what if you actually were to practice that a little bit and get that down to a science? Do you think you have any trouble asking for private money?
No, probably not. After I tried a couple times, no.
Okay, good. Lynette,
Yeah.
I want you to assign her a mentor that's here and sit down and work with her one-on-one until she's an ace at asking for private money.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Figure out one, I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, would you guys like to have a session on that in the morning? Early?
Yeah.
I arrive?
For 6.
Okay. I don't care. Whatever time you want. I bet that can arrange it with those who are willing to get out of bed.
8 o'clock.
What do you do at 8? Okay, so here's what you do. You get up, you go over to Gandolfo's and you eat breakfast. Then you come back and you go to this session and we'll start at 9. And by the way, we're starting at 9 with them and their acquisitions thing. Okay, then when we break for lunch, you go back over to Gandolfo's and eat lunch. Subliminal message.
It wasn't that simple. It was pretty direct.
So let's do it.
Okay, 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, whoever wants to show up, we're going to get in a group and you're going to go asking for private money. And I want everybody who comes to participate and do the asking. Got it?
Yeah.
Hey there. We're standing here in Gandolfo's in Southside out at Tapestry Park. And I'm feeding my whole crew of alumni here today from the Quick Start Boot Camp. These people are hungry. That's not good. A restaurant that holds 50. It's amazing how easy it is to get people to go eat when you pay for their food.
It's crazy. We said free food and everybody came.
All right, so if you get a chance to come by Gandolfo's in south side of Jacksonville, come do it. Food is great. This is a great deli.
What do we have left?